Okay, so I am answering the prompt this week on the TED Talk and the CBSN videos that we watched. So the first question kind of talks about consider any biases that you might have. My own bias, I think, going into this world of midwifery, I am a Christian, so I think that there was some biases about why people wanted to do genetic counseling. Did they want to do genetic counseling because if something was wrong with the baby, they would want to proceed with termination? So that was some biases that I definitely had when I first entered midwifery. And as I've grown and learned as a midwife, there's so many different reasons and considerations about why someone does genetic counseling or why they should do genetic counseling. And I've learned a ton over the past 6 years of working with the practice. And I believe that my biases have kind of been squashed in this department. I myself chose not to do genetic counseling because I felt like even if something was wrong with the baby, I wouldn't want to terminate. And I can also see a lot of families that come in that actually do want to know, that do want to go forth with the genetic counseling because if there is a genetic difference with their child, they want to prepare themselves for what their life might look like. And be really educated so that by the time their baby gets here, they can be more excited that their child had been born versus super, super stressed about what this condition might look like. So I think over the years, I have learned that there's a variety of reasons why people want to do genetic counseling. And I actually am almost pro genetic counseling at this point because I think that in a home birth setting, there's so many things that aren't available to you. And as a midwife, I definitely want to know if something is different about the baby. And I want to be prepared for that. So if this baby has a difference, are they okay to still be born at home? Should they be born in the hospital because they might need immediate medical attention? There's a lot of reasons why I would ask, or why I would let clients know the benefits of getting genetic testing. And we do have about a number of clients that do want to go forth with it. And then we have a number of clients that choose to skip it in the practice. I believe if I were to have my own practice, or when I have my own practice, if that occurs one day, I would recommend genetic counseling because I think it's important as a midwife to be prepared and make sure all my clients know that they, just by getting the genetic counseling done, they can prepare later on, or prepare for their life. They can prepare for the baby and for their life and have it be more of a positive experience. So does this affect how I would consult clients? I think it would have affected my earlier understanding of what genetic testing and counseling was. I think I've really grown, like I had said earlier, I've really grown as a midwife and I've developed, and I think that that this won't affect the way that I counsel clients anymore. I think at the beginning it would have because I didn't have enough education about the importance of it or what reasons not to do it. So I think I've grown and I've kind of moved away. So I don't think it would currently affect the way I counsel clients. And how would I mitigate that genetic counseling was another question. Like, how would I mitigate my bias? Like I've said, I've learned and grown, and I think that isn't something that I would consider to be a problem anymore.